The Cheeseboy628 Show, starring Cheeseboy628.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you an X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this is versus my buddy Kronos1225, awesome YouTuber, check him out after the battle. A few announcements before I get into the team preview here. First off, if you want to challenge me to a Wi-Fi battle, it's always been the best way to contact me through Skype, but not only that, but there's not really a great way to inbox me through YouTube anymore because they changed their layout once again, and I don't really want to go through the process of checking my inbox every time when it's very difficult to. So if you could please add me on Skype at Cheeseboy628, that would be great. I'll still check my YouTube inbox occasionally, but it definitely won't be as much because of the new layout. Next, if you're tired of seeing me use this team over and over again, don't worry, for I have been EV training some new pokes lately, and there should be a new team next week. Now getting into the team preview, I have Banded Talonflame, Assault Vest Goodra, Physically Defensive Ferrothorn, Sub 3 Attacks Gengar, Life Orb Starmie, and Mega Ampharos. Now looking at my opponent's team, this was after Gengarite was banned, so I know for sure that he has Mega Gyarados from turn 1, as you can see from the team preview as well. I'm not too worried about his Mega Gyarados because I do have Banded Talonflame, which does do a ton of work to his team, but if he does sub up with his Gengar, or he uses Noivern with a good moveset properly, I could be in a lot of trouble, but let's see how this battle goes. So I'm going to start out with my Talonflame to hopefully get a ton of damage on something, and he actually starts out with his Gyarados. And I know it has the Intimidate on me, but I'm definitely going to be faster, seeing as he's probably the Mega, and unless he's Scarf, which doesn't make any sense, I'm going to be able to go for the U-turn and just get off some damage and go into something more appreciative toward Gyarados. But nonetheless, he brings in Ferrothorn, and I get off just a little bit of damage, and I just go right into my Ampharos. I do carry the Focus Blast, which I'm not sure if it can take it out from this range, but I will go for it anyway. I also had the opportunity to go for Agility, but you shouldn't set up too early. I do go for the Focus Blast, and unfortunately I miss, and he just gets up his rocks. Now he knows I have the Focus Blast, so he could switch out to something that appreciates it more, so I am going to switch out, and I'm going to go into my Starmie so I can get those rocks spun away. And he actually switches out his Ferrothorn into his Florges, which I'm relatively okay with because they do carry the Psyshock, which should do a decent amount being max special attack Life Orb. But he makes a very ballsy play by going into his Gengar here, and I actually do outspeed here since I'm 115, he's 110, so he's not Scarfed as I can tell, and I'm able to just easily take him out. So that was definitely a risky play on his part, and it didn't even pay off after he did block the Rapid Spin. But now he brings in his Noivern, and he's just going to go for the Draco. I'm not entirely sure if this thing is Specs or just choiced in some way yet, but I'm going to assume it's Specs as that is the standard set nowadays. And I'm going to take it all right, not too well, because I am physically defensive while my Goodra is special, but I definitely don't want it taking a Specs Draco, especially so early. Now I go for my rocks as he brings in his Excadrill, and it's kind of a stalemate here. I only have Gyro Ball to do a decent amount to him, plus I have Leech Seed, which could wither him away a little bit, but he apparently carries a Swords Dance, so EQs might do a decent amount to me, but I think after +2 I'll still be able to live, especially since I have lefties. And so he is going to go for the EQ here, and I'm going to hope I can live this. I do with 25 HP, go for another Gyro Ball, and I'm starting to get him down relatively low. Here I go for the rocks in the case that he goes for Rapid Spin, that way it could potentially stall him out, but he does decide to make the best play and go in for the EQ. Now I go into my Gengar, sure he has Mold Breaker, but I am going to be faster since he's an SD set, and I can easily just go for a Shadow Ball right now. So I am going to do that. I'm going to see how much it does for the Florges, and I do carry the Sludge Bomb as well, so I'm going to hope this is able to take him out. I do get a crit, not entirely sure how much that mattered, but nonetheless I can easily just go for a Sludge Bomb here, try to do as much damage as possible, because most Florgeses only carry the Moon Blast, and that really won't do too much to my Gengar. So now he brings in his Ferrothorn, and there's a lot of things Ferrothorn can do to me, but the most damaging will be Gyro Ball, so I'm going to go for the sub, maybe take a T-Wave or a Leech Seed, and he actually goes for the T-Wave. So now I have a free sub up, and I could easily go for the Focus Blast. Now I'm going to see how much this does. Hopefully it does a lot, and it's definitely a 2 KO. Only thing is I have to hope that I can hit 2 Focus Blasts. He does go for the Power Whip here. He is able to make my sub fade. Thankfully he doesn't have the gyro ball though, which could be a lot more dangerous because I'm pretty sure from this range I can live another power whip. So he's actually going to switch out here. He's going to go into his Noivern for some reason, and he's going to take that rocks damage, of course, as he goes for the substitute. Now here's what's interesting. I am going to outspeed here, go for the sludge bomb, and take him out. Maybe it's because I'm timid and he's modest, or maybe he just doesn't have the right speed IVs, but nonetheless he's able to break through my sub because he does have Infiltrator and he's able to take me out through that ability. So now my Gengar is gone, but that was definitely a great play by him, although now his Noivern is going to go down because he got the poison with the Sludge Bomb. So I can go into my Starmie here as he brings in his Excadrill. I do KO the Surf as opposed to the Hydro Pump, so I can definitely get the KO if I do go for it, but I do want to go for the Rapid Spin instead to save my Talonflame a bit longer. I'm totally fine with Excadrill going for the EQ taking me out here because now my Talonflame is able to safely come in without taking any rocks damage and practically just press Brave Bird the rest of the game. I'm going to go for Brave Bird here, hopefully take him out. I mean, I am Band-Aid and Excadrills are usually offensive, so yes, I am able to take him out. And now he only has a couple pokes left, but he's going to opt to go into his Gyarados here and get the Intimidate on me. Although I am -1 technically neutral because of the choice band now, I'm still going to go for the Brave Bird. May have not been the best play in the case that he went for the Waterfall there, but nonetheless, I guess he felt he had no other choice but to go for the Dragon Dance, predicting my switch, and then he's going to Mega Evolve in hopes to have enough bulk to take the Brave Bird, I guess, but he is definitely too low now, and the Brave Bird will definitely take him out from this range. So now he's going to go into his Ferrothorn. I am neutral now, and I do carry the Flare Blitz, so it would be my best option to go and switch out, but I don't really want anything else to take some damage, and really I can just press Brave Bird here. He's not at a very high amount of HP, but he does live with just a little bit of HP, and he's actually going to go for the rocks, so maybe it was the best idea for me to stay in, because otherwise I probably would have died from the next Stealth Rock switch in. So now I press Brave Bird again, I'm able to take him out. So now all he has left is Florges, and as we know, Florges is a special wall, and Talonflame is just ruthless on the physical side, so I really doubt Florges is going to take this hit, especially after Stealth Rocks where it's at half health. He's going to go for Protect here in order to try to live a Brave Bird because I am neutral now, and he's going to get a bit of Lefty's recovery, but I guess you can see for yourself the power of Talonflame here. Adamant, Max Attack, Choice Bandit at a neutral state right now. I am able to take him out, and my Talonflame will go down after doing a ton of work, and that will be the game. So GG Kronos, it was totally fun playing you. Let's definitely battle again sometime. Guys, check him out in the description. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.